everyone, welcome to e-learning nuggets. Today's lesson I am going to tell you about the for loop. The for loop is also known as the fixed execution loop, and it is very important in any programming language that you will be learning. In Java I am going to tell you the working of the for loop. Once you understand this, then understanding the logic of many programs which comes in your syllabus is very easy. Let us start our lesson today. Okay, let us look at the for loop. The for loop is also known as a fixed execution loop. Do you know why? Because we know how many times this loop is going to exactly run. Whether it is going to be running 10 times, 100 times, 1000 times, whatever is the number of times it is going to work on, that's the reason it is known as fixed execution loop. It is also known as pre-tested loop or entry control loop. Why? Because the condition of the loop is tested at the beginning of the execution of the loop. What I mean by that is, when the loop begins itself, the test condition is checked. If it is true, the loop body is executed. Otherwise, it is not executed. For loop has many variations such as infinite for loop, time delay or null loop. All these explanations I have done in another video series, but for today we are going to just look at the working of the for loop with a suitable example. So this is the general form of for loop. The for loop begins with the keyword for. There are three parts in the for loop. Each is separated by a semicolon. Many students actually they miss it out, but there are three parts. The first is called as the initial value, second is your test condition, third is your update expression. So after this you are not supposed to put the semicolon. You should begin with the flower braces, and this is loop body, that is it contains all the Java statements, and you close the for loop like this. So this is the general form of the for loop. Okay, so in the exam they may ask you explain the for loop with a suitable example. Then you should write it like this: for initial value, test condition, update expression, loop body, where initial value is the first value given to the variable, test condition is the Boolean expression. Boolean expression means it will evaluate to true or false, and based on that condition, based on that result, this loop body will be executed. That's why it is called as a pre-tested loop. Update expression, it can be an increment operator or decrement operator. I have given an example here. Print numbers from 1 to 10 using for loop in Java. So here I have written class for loop void for example. This is a function name. I have not put public static void main because in BlueJ we can write a function name like this. And here for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus, system.out.println I. So this particular thing, this particular program will give you this output, that is 1 to 10 it will print. So in today's lesson I am going to tell you how exactly this for loop is going to work. Okay, so see, I told you that the for loop has 4 parts. So here the first initial value will be the first working. It will start with the initial value. It will then do the test condition. It will check for the test condition. Then if the condition is true, so here it is going to check whether it is true or false. So if the condition is true, it will come to this third part, which is the loop body. So here once it comes here, it will execute this loop body. So it will execute here these statements. So it will execute the Java statements, and then what it will do, it will go for the update expression. So this working, this is the fourth part. So this working you should be clear, because the later video series I will be solving problems of output for these loops. So you should know this very clearly. First initial value, second test condition, third the loop body, and fourth the update expression. So the example problem which I showed you in the earlier slide, Here also you can just see for int I is equal to 1, this will be executed first, then it will check for the condition. If the condition is true, it will execute the loop body and then it will do the update expression. So I'll show you the working here. This is important. Please observe. Okay, so I told you I equal to 1. This will be first. Okay, this will be second. This will not be third. Okay, many students get confused. The loop body is what is the third part, and this will be I plus plus will be 4. So let us look at the working of the for loop. This is quite important concept. Please listen. I less than equal to 10. So third is what? System.out.println I. So I am just writing it in the short form here. SOPLN I is going to print I, and the fourth is what? I plus plus. Okay, so for more clarity I'll just write like this for you. Okay, 3 and 4. Now let us see how the for loop works. So I said I is equal to 1. So the initial value, I less than equal to 10. What is the value of I for me? 1. So 1 is less than equal to 10. So system.out.println I. So what it is going to print? It is going to print the value of I for me. What is the value of I here for me? Value of I is equal to 1. So it is going to print 1. Then I plus plus. So in my previous video I told you what is increment decrement operators. I plus plus means what? I plus plus means I is equal to I plus 1. So here it is 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is how much? 2. So what is 2 now? I has become 2. So I value of I is 2. So now I is equal to 2. Are you able to understand this? Yes. So I is equal to 2. So now 2 is less than equal to 10. It is true or false? It is definitely true. 2 is smaller than 10. So it is going to print 2. So I is now going to become 2 plus 1, 3. So I value has now become 3. 3 is less than equal to 10. It is true again. So it will print 3. So I will now become what? 3 plus 1, 4. So this process goes on. Okay. So I will keep on. It will go on till where? Till the condition is going to become false. Yes. So I will now become 4. It will print 4. When I will become 5, it will print 5. Okay. So this is very important, though it looks very simple. When you are solving the problems, you should know this way it is going to work actually. Okay. Now I will become, here I will become 9 plus 1, 10. Okay. I will become 10. Now we have to see what happens when I will become 10. Now is I less than 10? It is false. I is definitely not less than 10. That means here in this case 10 is not less than 10. But 10 is equal to 10. This is true. So it will print 10. Okay. And after this what will happen? I will now become 10 plus 1. I value will now change to 11. So now I has become 11. Is 11 less than or equal to 10? It is false. So the loop will stop. Okay. So this particular loop is very important for the exam point of view. Okay, many questions are asked in part A question, and even when you have to write the programs in your 15 marks question, you have to be aware of how the for loop works. Yes, hope you like this video. If you like, please share and subscribe to your family and friends. It will be useful for them also. Thank you.